The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Friday, January 24th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Friday, January 24th. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button as tonight was all over the place. Some fire calls, some terrible calls, and some crazy game winners. I don't know if you caught one of those. We'll talk all about it. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Dant, Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, tailless pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Oh, boy. I thought I was going to have a winning night. Like, when I say I thought, like, up to, like, 45 minutes ago, I thought I was going to have a fire winning night. Nope. Had some fire money line plays. Still, even with that, as a couple games go to final, Dundee does not prevail today. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Also, check out the College Basketball Experience pregame show every single day. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I got my ass kicked, capped off perfectly by that Cal Baptist collapse. Cheers.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, I mean, these
fucking bums.
I mean...
1 and 2 day for myself too, boys. Losing days all around.
These Thursday fucking slates.
I mean, I hit Maryland plus 320 on the money line, and I'm thinking, okay, no, still losing day.
Yeah.
Hit Riverside money line.
Do you see
still a losing day? Oh my God. Fuck you, ESPN Plus. Fuck you, ESPN Plus. How do you do this in overtime? And where the feed just goes dark?
It's fucking wild. Great game too. And
fire somebody.
The bed.
Fires. That was the best game of the day.
It was.
It was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Unbelievable. Let's just.
I will say before we get into it, update on Tally Site. They are completely rehauling their system. So I had not been able to put in picks like a lot throughout the days, and I don't know if Colby and Mac.
Well, I would enter it and then it would reject them.
Yeah,
for a little bit there.
I don't know. It had been giving us issues for like the last week, and it turns out like I didn't even text them. I don't know if Colby did, but they just came out and said like, "Hey, we're totally rehauling this thing," and It's going to be updated with like a new face and whatever. So picks will be back up soon. Thankfully, they weren't up for me, at least on this terrible day. How about that?
Let me see my last message to them. Your website's all of my picks. Fix the dog shit. This is my last message. Anyway, maybe they will fix it, but buddy, I'm gonna throw a flag on the play here. 2 days ago, before that snowstorm, I had Georgia Southern as a play that I was going to play. Snowstorm happens, and then I was like, man, I don't know. This probably helps Coastal. I asked you, you thought it helped Coastal. We go in on Coastal Carolina. They lose by 1,000. Like, I stopped watching this. I stopped fucking watching this. Bad play.
Yeah.
Happened here.
They got drilled. Second half, gave up, ready to go home.
Yeah. We did nail Texas State against Louisiana. They're on auto fade. 89-74. And we followed that with nailing Bill and Mary. And I thought we were off. Turns out we weren't. Because the stinky fucking lines. Did we think UMass Lowell, Maine was a stinky line? 100%. 100%.
Right side the entire way.
This was ridiculous. 86-85. Lowell blows a double-digit fucking lead. That was the theme of my night. Tell you the truth, like double-digit leads.
They didn't score for the final 4:08 in the second half.
If I had just done first half bets today, I would have been on fire. I'm serious. If I had just done first half bets, I would have been on fire.
Hilarious.
Not to mention they fucked around in overtime too. They were winning in overtime, and just a couple of fouls late on some nonsense.
That was some bullshit. That fucking lost. They had a 5-point lead or 4-point lead in overtime. And they fucking gave up a 3, and then they fucking just turn it over and lose. I go, well, that was depressing.
That was white.
You think that line was honest? Think that game was honest?
Yeah, I think Lowell. I think Maine's fucking good.
Yeah, Maine's better this year. 100%.
Yeah.
To buy into Maine. It's just like, what the fuck?
Marist 75, Niagara 60. I'm sorry, Marist 67, Niagara 65. Of course. Of course. Niagara covers. Florida Gulf Coast 77, Bellarmine 61. I think picked that incorrectly. What? I didn't realize this team came back. What?
Yeah, UMBC.
What is this, man? I didn't bet this, but Albany was up 18 at one point. They lose to UMBC. Unfucking believable. You bet this, didn't you?
Yeah, you should have seen this fucking wacko game.
When I saw Albany up like 20, I was like, shit, that was the wrong angle because the neon highlighter jerseys that they're wearing, I was like, oh, that was a get up spot. I should have fucking.
Game was hilarious. Like,
it turns out,
choked.
Turns out, just pen a UMBC pen just can scribble right through a highlighter. You know,
that was unfucking believable. I mean, I'm glad I didn't bet that because I was on. I took Albany. All right, this is another one I'll bring up. Chattanooga. What do they have? A 14-point lead, 13-point lead, something like that.
What a fucking joke of a second half.
How do you do that at home, up that big, lose against a rival? What's going on here? How the fuck did we lose this game?
I thought they were going to blow them out of the gym.
I'm just counting. That's 2, right? That's 2.
Chad,
That's 2 that I bet that blew double digits.
Chattanooga and fucking Cal Baptist, like in front of lit crowds tonight, just sold in the second half. That was depressing. Good win, Samford.
Yeah.
Way to fight.
Also ate a pile of shit on Wilmington and Charleston. This one was not fluky. Wilmington was better the entire fucking game. 85-83, they get it done. Shout out to Wilmington, man. They're good. They're good. Elon, 83, Monmouth 71. Your thoughts on this one?
This was like a 2-point game with 5 minutes. How did Monmouth not cover this goddamn game?
Unbelievable.
Oh
Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, that final score was the biggest lead in the game.
Of course it was. It was big 10.5. It was like they literally covered they were winning. They were winning for a lot of the second half, and they fucking don't cover 10.5. Oh my God. Bullshit was that early and often in the 7 o'clock window.
We loaded up on New Hampshire.
How did they not cover, but fucking NJIT covers?
Yeah, I don't know. But we did hit on the North Alabama Lions, 74-64 against Lipscomb.
That was lit.
That was lit. I watched this whole game. I also watched this whole game. Fuck you, Georgia State. This score is misleading. This is a misleading score.
They were winning for 30 minutes.
It's a misleading fucking score right here. Marshall 92, Georgia State 79. First of all, this was what, a 2-point game all the way up until like the 4-minute mark, 3-minute mark, something like that. Then they just fouled a bunch and Marshall wins by 13. Perfect. A
fucking phony ass score that was. Yeah, fucking Georgia State. What a collapse, to your point.
Yeah, but I don't know that they were ever up double digits. They were always up like, I don't know. I mean, they were up at half by 1. It was like both teams had like 2 to 4 point leads. But man, I still feel like that final score is misleading.
Totally.
Merrimack held St. Peter's to 37 fucking points. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Didn't bet this game. Just I enjoy that game.
Yeah.
I mean,
more
that
of that, please.
80 points. It didn't even total 80 points. I don't believe. But like Merrimack only scored.
No, 85, right?
Merrimack had like 48 in that game, I think. So yeah, that was a beautiful game. That was a Colby favorite type of football game there.
Love it. You got to have contrast. All right. You got to have contrast. Mac, did you bet Merrimack?
No, I stayed away from all those. I didn't watch 1 minute of the MAAC.
I wanted us to bet Iona. We didn't. Iona won 73-67.
That was a painful win. Did you see? I actually was watching one. They were up like double digits, then they were losing, and then they win. But typical Tobin fucking game.
Northeastern. We did hit this.
Let's go.
Double lock on Northeastern. Triple lock. Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah. And, we were getting tweeted at after the Lowell blow up that, the triple lock didn't come through.
I get a kick out of that.
I mean, if you watched any of that game, you knew it was the right side. And then triple locks went 1-1 on the day because I only had 3 bets. And even though Eastern Kentucky lost, I don't believe you guys were on Eastern Kentucky with me.
I was.
Told me you were.
I think Mac was too.
Yeah, that was a fucking dud.
All 3 of us were. Yeah.
Well, then triple locks were 1 and 2. My apologies. I take back everything that I just said.
And may God have mercy on your soul. Wichita State though. Double lock on the Shockers. They almost won this thing.
I might have broke everything in my house if Memphis would come.
I didn't have the courage to take the money line on this one, but Memphis survives and advances. Delaware got drilled by Hofstra. I think you bet Delaware. I did not. I picked Hofstra, but I didn't bet this game. Right?
Fucking Hofstra team. I can't figure that.
Yeah. We cashed on this though. Towson against A&T. There we go. And then the system was a little bit broken today. Is NJIT? Well, this is another one though. This is another one. What was it? 16-point lead
in the first half. They
16-point lead. That's 3 now. That's 3 bets I've had that. NJIT only loses by 4. Siena drills Mount St. Mary's. Shout out to Jerry Mack. Didn't bet that game. Did bet this.
By the way, sorry, real quick. Vermont had another injury. They didn't even, so they played without both TJs today. And I mean, both TJs have had health issues the entire year, it seems like. But TJ Lang was missing from the day, and that was not prior knowledge. So, yep.
I don't care. That was still the right fucking side. They're up big. All right. First half, actually, you bet that fucking thing.
I confused them. Both of them missed the game. Hurley was the one that was expected to play, but didn't. So, yeah.
Fucking jackass just didn't cover.
Well, we had a double lock on Louisiana Tech, 77, top 67. Got it done. And I was feeling good at this point. I really was. I felt like, okay, I feel good about the slate above. That's the worst part. There's some nights like on a Monday or something where I actually like hate the fucking slate. I felt really good about this slate.
Same. Didn't come to fruition.
Yeah. Jacksonville drills West Georgia. I picked it correctly. Of course, didn't bet it. Canisius. They cover? I think they cover by 0.5 point, right?
They lose by
9.
No, they're only getting like 5.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that. Campbell, Stony Brook.
God damn, Stony Brook.
We did load up on these Seawolves. 79-54, 25-point home loss. Look, what the fuck are they doing wrong there? How do you lose to Campbell at home by 25? Fairfield.
Seriously? What the fuck?
Fairfield 87, Manhattan 84 in overtime. The Stags, we took, just didn't bet them.
Yep.
We did bet Eastern Kentucky, and this game was hilarious. Stetson, dude, Eastern Kentucky was asleep.
Yeah.
Early on.
Yvetta warned us last night on the stream too. She said, take Stetson. She was like, EKU gonna be falling flat in that game. So
yeah, they haven't looked good in a while.
Yeah, it was early in the year. I was on them. Remember the Louisville game.
Ever since they opened up their new building.
The Clemson, they played Clemson tough too. I know that final scores. They beat East Tennessee State. Like they were looking all right early in the year.
So
this game was hilarious.
We played our new building play was Thursday, January 9th. They are 1-3 since, and they are 1-2 at home since. So
can you find this game winner
with a loss to Austin Peay and Stetson at those
almost Bellarmine.
The P game was at Clarksville.
They were away, but like that's 2 of the bottom tier A-Sun teams right now. Austin Peay and Stetson.
Can you find this game winner? Did you guys see this game winner?
Yes.
I mean,
I forgot to tweet it out. I don't know how the fuck he made it.
This is like a 60-footer.
I was laughing. I go, God.
Half court, a little bit beyond half court, game winner. Yeah. By Stetson. Yeah. Terrible. Queens. This was a really good game. In my opinion.
I can't believe they choked.
I actually want to say Queens had an 8 or 10 point lead in this game too. Maybe even 12.
They did.
So that would be my fourth. That would be my fourth game with a double-digit lead blown.
That's a hell of a win by North Florida going there. Queens didn't make the plays down the stretch that they usually do.
It was not lit. It was not lit at all. What happened?
Weather.
Part of my handicap here is that stadium is a tough place to go win at because of the fans all being there. The fans were not fucking there today.
Yeah.
Austin Peay 73, Central Arkansas 71. People were talking about how lit this stadium was.
I think it was sarcasm.
I was about to say I didn't catch any of this because this game was okay. Sarcasm. There we go. Dude, this one was. I think this is. I know you're going to talk about one as the most painful one that we were on. In my opinion. Oh, tell me you saw the final 10 seconds of this game.
Someone blocked the shit out of it. It's like, what?
Sam give it up. If he just gives it up, they had a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Sam Houston is driving down 2. They basically have a 2-on-1.
This shit swatted.
It's just, how do you fuck this up? How do you fuck this up?
It was bad basketball.
Yeah. This game winner, youtube.com/the college experience. Stetson, look at this. Look at this fucking shit. Gives it back to the inbounder. So it's just like 3 or 4 feet beyond half court, but I can't believe he drilled that. Unbelievable. Shout out to the Hatters. They might need a game ball for that one.
I can't believe he made that.
He even like set. He set up for that shit. Set his feet and everything. Yeah. God, the Sam Houston game was very, very, very frustrating though. Mm-hmm. Very, very frustrating. Now they never had a 10-point lead. They had a 7-point lead, but still shout out to Middle Tennessee. They were terrible on the road last year. They're getting it done. You called this one though. Denver on the money line. I didn't touch this shit with the 10-foot pole, but you,
I know
they're alive. And wow. At least this one cashed for, I think you too. I played this just straight up on the money line, plus 120. UT Arlington 65, Seattle 56.
I thought they were gonna blow it. I'm not gonna lie. The way the night was going, I go, these motherfuckers are really gonna blow this game.
Shout out to Nathan Cerna. Are Mack and Bieniek still banned from Peter Lugas? Yeah, goddamn right they are.
Have you seen that line?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you? Well, not right now. Did you see when it opened at?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
When we get to the fucking charts. I was dying when I saw the opening line.
Yeah, Arlington got it done for us. Man, I mean, I
Finally.
think this was my top play of the night. So I at least I got this fucking thing right.
Yeah. We've been talking about Arlington. It's like they lose every fucking game. They lost that crazy game to Utah Valley, who we just saw stay unbeaten. They're way better than the record, Arlington.
Yeah, and then a lock battle win for Dundee as the Coyotes heading to Grand Forks. Get your Grand Forks bullshit out of here. Coyotes 102, North Dakota 93.
Couldn't see it. It was on that fucking network that I fucking.
Yeah. Who do they think they are? They're hurting themselves.
They're
hurting themselves
how
by doing this shit.
How many points is North Dakota up in this game? Because I swear they were fucking them up early.
They were. I mean, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I mean, I never saw. Was it double digits? Might have been.
No, 9. You're right.
Yeah. How about UMKC double lock? Almost won outright. I didn't have the courage to take the money line though. South Dakota State 65, UMKC 64. What a good one there. Your thoughts?
Go to the next Summit game.
Oh man,
fucking Omaha.
Got drilled on St. Thomas. Omaha has won 8 or 9 games in a row now.
What the fuck is this?
Another fucking trash can video.
You see the clip? That was great.
What the fuck did the Tommies just get their ass beat by Omaha? What the fuck?
When's that revenge? When's that fucking revenge game?
I'm sick of this Omaha shit.
When is that revenge game?
When are they gonna? When's this 4-game losing streak? They're getting cocky with that fucking trash game.
February 15th.
They're gonna get fucked up.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, look at the stretch they have. They got home to North Dakota State on February 8th, at South Dakota State, at St. Thomas, at UMKC. It's gonna get a little cold. A little breeze gonna go through these Mavericks.
What are they? 7-0 in league play now? What is going on?
I mean, it's a great story, man. I don't resent them by any means, but tonight for a second I did.
Yeah, tonight I hate them.
Yeah. It's a fun story though, and bring back your football program because that pile of shit Trev Alberts ruined it. All right. I also took your wrestling team. Weehawk always reminds me of that. Look at this.
It's after every game.
It's an interesting tactic. Put some shit in there, though.
They threw his face on the trash can, so he's hitting himself. It's an interesting story.
But there's nothing in there. Put some fucking hot dogs. Put you get some baseball bat. Warriors come out to play.
Oh my God, he almost fucking nailed that player.
I can't wait. This is the strangest tradition. One of the stranger in college sports.
It is strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just, it's just hilarious that the players stamped his face on this trash can and he's going in and hitting it like a pinata.
You should put the opposing coach.
Hey, watch the second swing right here.
I know, it almost hits the guy behind.
He almost fucking nails the fucking player.
Well, somebody pushed him from behind.
I know, watch. So the first one he gets good. Watch this. This one right here. Whiff. Ooh. Oh!
Unbelievable. Great story. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast. Us, yes, SGPN. In honor of the big game between UMass and LaSalle, Frank Martin, the bouncer, against Fran Dumpy, a guy who knows how to get things going on in Philadelphia on February 9th. That is the big game. And from now until the big game, 15% off everything in the SGPN merch store with the promo code Big Game. Don't put a space in there. That'll fuck it all up. BIGGAME. Get on over there. We're also brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? Yeah, bet we are. Get in on the action. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the National Football League. Look, scoring touchdowns is key to winning the playoffs, and you can score big by betting on all of them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick today. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code SGP. Once again, that's promo code SGP for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help's available. For problem gambling, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms or responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Where's that audio clip now, motherfucker? Huh? I know you were thinking about playing that, huh?
I had it ready in case you were going to throw me to the wolves and have the chat rip on me for making you sit there for like 4 seconds without any sound. So
I don't need no fucking stinking audio clips, you know, besides Old Faithful here, you know, besides like some of these ones.
I think tide turning, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of turn. It's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
It's a great one.
He's incredible. The internet is free, guys. Well, it's not really free, but you know what I mean. You can go down some great rabbit holes. My favorite is when like someone threw a shoe at him. He just jumps back up. He ducks it pretty good. He's like, then he jumps back up with like a smirk on his face. He's just like, it's fucking.
He at the inauguration the other day.
Oh yeah.
What was he doing? He's just like, what is Bush doing?
My favorite one is with the Linkin Park song, and it cuts to like the credits of the end of the movie, and somebody added that to like Right when his smirk gets.
So after that, the recent clip. Yeah. I mean, he's got gems. I'll be honest.
Frank Caliendo does a great job with him.
Oh yeah. he's got some gems. I mean, George W. Caliendo does. I mean, he kills it on a bunch of them. But what do we got next? We got Tarleton. I did play the money line here, and I ate a big old pile of shit. Abilene Christian 67, Tarleton 56. This was a little scary because the rivalry angle. Your thoughts?
I guess Abilene was due. We just dove into it. Yeah, I mean, Gillespie's been winning for us. Maybe they finally hit a wall. They've been playing out of their minds for a little bit there.
Yeah. Tennessee State put it on Tech. Glad I didn't bet that. Did you bet that?
I did. Fucking Tech sucks. They lost like 5 in a row, man. They were 4-2 at one point in league play. They haven't won since.
Little Rock put it on the Leathernecks. You didn't bet the Leathernecks, did you?
Yeah. OVC bad night tonight.
We both bet this. Southern Utah. You fucking losers. It's just
they were down double digits the whole game. They fucking
They played ugly brand of basketball. Watching that tonight. I watched the entire game.
There was nobody there either. I thought that they would get some people for that game.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Everyone's I don't know. Why not? You're in Southern Utah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I mean, maybe they're all doing fucking hikes. I don't think so though. It's probably cold as hell right now. Yeah.
Good.
Why would we pick Southern Utah? Well, just Grand Canyon has actually not been covering a lot of these games, and they're on the road. And Southern Utah, I feel like
they're
is
chippy at home.
Yeah, historically, I know they're 9-9, but I'm saying historically,
you just blindly fucking faded Grand Canyon on the
I
road
have a lot of them
on the road. On the road, they've been ass this year. This is like one of their first covers, I think, on the road all year.
I think in general, if you look at Grand Canyon over the past few years, it's at home when they're the Hornets' nest. On the road, they had their issues.
Hey Cal, don't live by that strategy. Number one in the conference doesn't mean that they're going to cover.
Yeah,
that's why they have the spread. They have a good night, though.
Lindenwood, we should have bet this. They got it done against SEMO. SIU got it done against Southern Indiana. I got these games right, just didn't bet them. We did bet this. Arkansas State 65, App State 55. It was a fun game to watch. Let's go.
Screwed.
Say what?
I said we almost got screwed in this game by the referees. They got to do something about this fucking goaltend review at the media timeout. They got to get rid of that shit because Arkansas State got screwed out of 4 different points tonight where they went to go lay it up. All right, and they called a goaltend on the floor. So follow me. He hits it off the backboard. They call goaltend. But if they had just called a block, the guy goes flying out of bounds. The Arkansas State guy's right there, and he would have just laid it in. It's 2 points either way.
Yeah.
They wave it off, and then they take away the 2 points at the media timeout. And so Arkansas State loses out on 2 points, even if they had just not called goaltend. It happened 2 different times, and it almost made it a game at the end. They got to get rid of all this fucking review. This review shit's fucking awful.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you. Morehead State is also with us as they drilled Eastern Illinois. I mean, EIO is fucking horrible.
Oh, this was a bullshit cover. This is a 2-point game with 20 seconds left, and fucking EIO missed 2 layups and just kept fouling. This team fucking blows ass.
They've lost 6 straight now.
Oh, this is painful. If you had 5 like me, they were down 2 and they missed 2 layups.
We double locked San Francisco plus 10.5. This is ridiculous. This is one where I went San Francisco, they got drilled from the start, but I'm just saying why the hell did they know? How they know this? This line made no sense. And I was just like, okay, we're jumping in. We did the history on this. The past 5 times they played. Like, where do you get this line from? 10.5. They win by 20. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, St. Mary's just covered like every game for like 2 months. Are they ever be in a close game again? They fucking kill everybody.
Yeah. 357.
They don't miss Mahaney, who's at UConn, clearly.
Yeah. No, that's a you question because I could give one flying fuck.
It's a college basketball show, but it's a
He's
little annoying.
He's giving us $5.
Yeah, thank you, 357, and it is a little annoying that he already had his defensive coordinator on day one when he had the job. So they can tell you that he was already kind of recruiting guys for his coaching staff before that fucking Redskins game. So that's annoying. Yeah.
See, did he call that fucking double reverse fucking pass with the wide receiver down?
Yeah, but I mean, just after the night of the game, it was still fresh because we went live basically an hour after. I joined 2.5 hours after, but same thing. There was still some cute plays that did work, so I'm not gonna like totally take it out on him for like one cute play that didn't work. Just J-Mo had the end around whatever, and then there was a half pack toss pass, shovel pass to St. Brown. So I don't know. It is what it is. It's just we're getting pillaged, and we're finally a good organization. That's typically what happens with good organizations. So we'll see.
Well,
I remember when Ben Johnson this time last year thought he was too good for the Redskins job. He didn't want it in the end.
Didn't Ben Johnson do? Didn't he get busted in '88?
Isn't Ben Johnson the head coach of Minnesota basketball?
That is
for
2
more months.
Yeah, he's about to be fired, but yeah.
If he keeps playing Michigan at the barn, maybe he could.
Who am I thinking of? Is it Ben Johnson or Ben Coleman? Ben Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Fucking track athlete. It was just all juiced.
Yes, you're
fantastic. Yeah. More people should juice. Dude. Okay, this is game 5 for me. Double-digit lead blown. New Mexico State.
What the fuck was this?
Unbelievable.
They got blown out in the end.
Unfucking that. Guess what? That was the biggest lead of the game for Kennesaw. Of course, the way they ended, because Kennesaw barely fucking 3/4 of this game, New Mexico State was up a good amount of points. Unfucking believable. That's 5 games now. Yeah. It's 5 games now that I blew on double-digit leads. You ready for a 6th? No, I don't think this one got the double. But Eastern Washington, when I was watching this, I turned it off. Of course, Northern Arizona wins. Fucking my nemesis. Yeah. Northern Arizona 70, EW 61. And really, I would have had I would have been down a good amount of money had it not been for 2 teams really saving my ass. Maryland plus 320 on the money line. Fuck you, Illinois. Let's go. 91-70. Double lock. Go Terps. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, they win again in Champaign. I know Illinois had a couple guys out with the flu bug or whatever the fuck they said it was, but
yeah,
Maryland kicked their ass.
I believe Nathan Cerna is throwing up the bat signal for the bet detective. We've talked a lot about needing
anything New Mexico State needs to be investigated.
I'm surprised that you guys haven't brought that up sooner with Mac ripping on some of these Michigan schools that have been blowing games, and then you every night seems like you're like. Well,
no, I don't think the chat knows this. I don't think the chat knows, but behind the scenes, we've had a lot of conversations.
I'm sucking this year betting wise, but this is Colby's narrative that he's going with here.
Well, I've been doing the show for fucking 8 years now. I find some of these lines very interesting this year. I'll just say that more than other years. there's some where I'm just like, what the fuck?
You were
Like,
saying this last year too.
Yeah. Oh, who knows? Maybe it's just me losing money and just being upset. I feel like
think it was a narrative in March when you were doing a lot of the shows with SGP, and then not much in Vegas because it was just super, super tight like it always is. But I believe you made that little bit of a narrative on SGP's shows.
I mean, some of these lines, like the Texas timeout, you know what I mean? Like some of these, you just got to wonder a little bit. Idaho 77, Northern Colorado 76. You bet these Vandals, didn't you?
What a did you see this game winner?
No.
Like, get it the runner.
There's too many games on, even with 8 TVs. Like even when I split screen it on one of them, it's I pick and choose my battles.
Yeah, it sucks. It really, it's too many, like you said. Northern Colorado have been asking for this, though. They've been squeaking by lately. They finally lose one. Shout out to the Vandals.
And then okay, you ready for shout out to Monty Pritchett. Let's do this again. I'm not sure. I want to say it was 10. UTEP loses to Jacksonville State at home.
Oh God, I know. Conference USA finally some road teams won. Finally,
which was like all the games I loved. I was like, oh yeah, let me get in on this. At least a lot of tech came through for me. But I mean, this was another big lead blown by UTEP. Shout out to Jacksonville State, huge fucking road win. Yeah. I know the chat's asking for it. I'm sorry.
You can't win.
Your thoughts?
Shout out to Ray Harper and Jacksonville State. I mean, I don't think their team's very good, but they're winning games in this league. I mean, them and Kennesaw both get to 4-2 and tie up New Mexico State and UTEP. So this league is fucking open. Did we talk about Louisiana Tech and Western Kentucky?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did? Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, this league, I mean, what's first place right now in this league?
Just off the top of my head, I'm thinking middle, right?
Middle. So middle's 5-1, then everybody's 4-2 or 2-4 except the airport. Oh, it's
fun conference though. Just a nightmare to fucking bet on right now. UC Davis 68, Hawaii 66. I don't even remember. I didn't bet this. Did you bet this?
No, I saw everybody was on Davis today. So shout out to everybody winning. I'm happy for you guys.
Shout out to Frank Corbel giving us 99 cents. Appreciate you. There we go. Oregon State 83, Pepperdine 63. I got this right. Didn't bet it. Perfect. You did bet this one. The Portland Pilots took down Steve 11 in the Toreros.
They're fucking awful. Lavin,
I think he might be done, dude. I think he might be done.
He's taking TV. That fucking team is shit.
10-point win for these Pilots. And then
the entire game, I was like, God, the effort. Or no, I turned it off when they went down 15. I'm like, Lavin ain't coming back from this shit.
Once again, this team saves my ass. I feel like every night. Riverside 84, Irvine 80 plus 290 on the money line. Was it 290? It was 290. 290, yeah. Even with these two money line plays of them in Maryland and even UTA, I still ate shit today. But this game almost drove me I almost threw shit at the wall because the big man for Riverside, you're up 2, you miss a layup. There's like 55 seconds left. You foul 93 feet away from the fucking hoop.
I love it.
Just stupid.
Some of these players are so fucking stupid.
ESPN Plus, you fire your fucking people. This game was my favorite game. I wanted to watch this game more than any game today. It was delivering.
They cut the stream.
357.
We didn't pay the cable bill or whatever.
Yeah, they just cut the stream in the middle of the fucking overtime. Unbelievable. I thought it was me. Did you do this? This is like the classic thing back in the day when you go slap the TV.
Yeah.
For the tracking. You know, I'm hitting it and I'm like, wait, is this TV? Let me put it on a different TV. I'm like, no, they just lost steam. All right. Riverside though is a wagon. Dude, who's the best team in the Big West?
Irvine, and then UC San Diego, and then Riverside.
Where do you put?
So, Colby, does it go both ways? Because Trevor wants this game investigated too. Like, game ended, no vision of it. He a
lot like these Long Island Shocks.
Yeah. You notice how Colby's been on the right side of both of them?
Anybody that had fucking Irvine can't fucking bitch. They fucking never had a 7-point lead in this game.
Yeah, it shouldn't have gone to overtime. This is a dumb fucking foul. But you know, I like your point, Bieniek, and I got people in Riverside. Done plenty of stand up in Riverside. So yeah, I told them take out the cameras, make sure we get the dub. Pacific covered for us against LMU. But UC said this is like where I was thinking. This is, you know, I opened up the show saying 45 minutes prior. I thought so. I was like on a little bit of a hot streak there. I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Same.
This is where you know, it kind of took a turn for the worst.
11 o'clock.
Santa Barbara gets drilled, does not cover the big number.
There's some shit. That team is some shit.
They were active too in the portal.
They're soft.
Yeah.
Like I just watch them and they just don't have that toughness.
Then fucking Bakersfield, you fucking losers.
I do, but this fucking line reeks so bad. Why did we do this? This is such a dumb dive.
Dude, they should have. I don't like. I watched this. Did you see the end of this game? Like we had no business. If we could just execute and make free throws.
It's Bakersfield though.
Still, Fullerton's fucking horrible.
Fullerton's been another team that I think could be on the investigation list. They did some shit early in the year where I was like, what was that? That Oregon State game, I'll never forgive them. When I'm getting 16.5 and they're down like 4 at the under 4 media time, I'm like, oh, it's an easy cover. They lose by 20. I go, how?
Yeah.
There's not even that many possessions left in the game.
I'm with you.
Yeah, well, there's some foo-foo voodoo there, that fucking shithole.
Now I did win another lock battle. That's the only good silver lining is I
know who you're gonna talk about. That I fucking hate this team.
I told you can't ride Weber State. You gonna want to battle me? Give me those Vikings. Portland State 74, Weber State 56.
This gotta be an all-time low. This has got to be an all-time low. You're getting 5 against fucking Portland State, and you can't cover Portland State? Portland State is terrible. And they got drilled.
We cruised on in that one.
Well, they just pumped them. I watched the second half of this game. I'm like, oh, Weber's going to finally come back. They're way better talented. And they just got pumped. Weber is real how fucking...
They're terrible.
Fucking
terrible
pussies they have on this team.
Yeah. Sac State won. We called this correctly. We just didn't bet it.
Sac State's a wagon. Let's go.
The Nest. Long Beach. We did hit this too. So I guess I'm a little bit full of shit. Long Beach plus 15 or 14.5 or whatever. They were getting drilled for a while though. Yeah. So we kind of pulled this out of our ass. I was going to ask you, where do you put Northridge in that Big West ranking? 4th?
Them or Davis?
So you put Davis ahead of Santa Barbara?
I might put Northridge. Yeah, Northridge might be 4.
It's going to be a fun tournament. I'm very excited for it.
It's not going to be a fun tournament. It's going to be an unbelievable tournament. They really should be a 2-bid league. They're good enough.
Yeah, I agree. This one would be my 6th or 7th. I can't remember what number I'm on. double-digit lead blown as Cal Baptist blows a 15-point lead, 14-point lead, and Utah Valley wins 74-69. Of course, Cal Baptist had a chance to cut the game to 1, and their starting point guard misses 2 fucking free throws. You fucking bum. This one was painful, man.
Yeah, this ended up being my biggest bet of the night too. In the end, like this fucking team, what a joke, man, dude. They have better players than Utah Valley.
I agree.
Utah Valley
I agree.
Is light years ahead, toughness wise and culture wise. Baptist is. Every time I take Baptist in one of these games, they fucking shit the bed. What was it? The Irvine game? They led Irvine the entire game, and then they just laid down like a fucking bitch at the end.
No, there was a one. What game was it? I want to say.
Well, they had the worst beat of the year against Seattle. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Might have been the other Valley game that I'm thinking of when they were up. But yeah, I mean, just sums up our night. And then Washington State, of course, we had Washington State, and Santa Clara was on fucking like there. I didn't have to worry about this one ever even coming close. Wazoo cut it to 6, like 5-minute mark, but still, Santa Clara was on fire today.
Good Lord.
Maybe it was the 10-minute mark because they won by
19. They made 19 threes at Gonzaga, and then how many did they make tonight? Fucking 14.
They were on fire in the first half. I just thought everything they threw up, I was like, okay. Yeah, tough day. I have to. It's not often you hit 2 gigantic money lines, and you still are seriously in the red.
Yeah.
I went 16 and 21. 16 and 21 betting all those games. Anyway,
23 and 30. Bad night.
Yeah. Let's get to game balls. Where are you going?
For game ball, Stetson's got to get the game ball. That was just unbelievable.
I agree. I'm gonna go UMBC. Like I had this game on for like 20 minutes, and Albany was up 20. I was like, UMBC, what happened to them? Changed it, never thought about it, and then I see UMBC wins. Unbelievable. Where's your second game ball?
I'm going to go Wilmington. Wilmington's won 3 times in a row at Charleston now.
That is a very good win. That is a very good win.
I mean, I just thought, man, Wilmington's beat him a couple times there. Charleston's due for a smash bump, but Wilmington just fucking tough, way tougher team.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jacksonville State because I think that win may matter. I was of the opinion that UTEP was one of the best teams in the CUSA, like in contention for a CUSA championship. Now they still could be, but you got to defend your home court when Jacksonville State comes in there.
Yep.
Game ball to the Gamecocks. Where are you going on the third one?
Bieniek knows this is my guy. North Alabama. Tony Pujols doing a great job. I thought they punked Lipscomb tonight. I just thought that they were way tougher, and I kind of think that you can make the argument that North Alabama is the best team in the ASUN this year with those guards.
Yeah, they're fun.
And how about that environment? That
was great. Great.
He got that thing. He's the first ever coach there, and he's got that thing going.
Yeah. I'm gonna go final game ball to Riverside.
Yeah.
This is back-to-back gigantic fucking wins. Defending home court against UC San Diego and Irvine. I know they somehow had a 3-game losing streak before that, which was crazy to me because they lost a home game to Hawaii in that stretch. But I do believe this is a team. I'm excited for the Big West tournament because you might be able to find some serious value on Riverside or Northridge or something. Maybe even Santa Barbara. But final game ball there. Folks, want to tell you, the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Pick'em has one of the biggest menus for all the sports. And Underdog is always making it easier to win with Profit Boost and Gimme Pick'ems. They got college hoops, so we love the college hoops they got over there. They also have everything else you can think of: NFL, MLB, MMA, NBA, CFL, NASCAR, NHL. So jump on over there. You can now use specials and boost on all flexed entries as well. So sign up, and when you do, sign up with that promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. I'm looking right now, Mac. Eric Dixon tomorrow in Milwaukee taking on Marquette. Higher or lower 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Is Mac here or is he not?
Higher.
Oh,
I heard you.
My bad, man. I'm reading the. I'm not seeing the screen.
Good.
I'm seeing the sheet.
I heard you. I sprayed over here. I was like, oh, I don't think he sees me. Yeah, higher.
My bad. Higher 30.5, and then you got to take someone from another team. But how about our boy Wooga Poplar? Higher or lower 13.5? Oh no, wait, that's Nova. I need.
I do like Wooga. He just got tossed for throwing a punch, so he'll bounce back.
Yeah, 13.5 points is not bad over there. Let's go to the likes of how about Dayton? Malachi Smith, higher or lower 13.5 points as they host St. Joe's.
Higher. Dayton at home.
I agree. That's some of the edge, folks. I really, we have a bunch of sponsors over the years, and some of them you're just reading it to read. But Underdog Fantasy has an edge with college hoops that I don't think you can find elsewhere. So hop on over there. I really buy into the product. Promo code TCESGPN at UnderdogFantasy.com. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. SGPN's proud partner. Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds. You can copy one of the top performing models from the leaderboard. You'll probably make cash, or you could build your own model like myself, and then Rhythm will adjust around that. And look, the college basketball season is heating up, and Rhythm is the competitive edge you need with their data-driven predictions for every single basketball game. You'll be prepared to bet men's college basketball more than you ever have before. So hop on over there, claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. This is great. Let's just talk about 357. Colby or Mac, do you think Aaron Rodgers should retire? Is he a top 5 QB all time? Hell no. He's not even close to me. He's not.
He probably should retire.
But top 5 all the time. He's not even in like my top 15. He's probably he's down in the 30s to me.
I like Rodgers, me personally.
But I'm talking about as a player.
He was pretty talented.
Talent though is one thing. I mean, we could talk about a lot of players that had a lot of talent. I don't know. I have nothing. I mean, he plays like a pussy, a quarterback like a pussy. That it's always bothered me.
There it is.
He plays like a giant fucking pussy. Like he play like. I actually think as far as quarterbacks go, he might be the most pussy quarterback of all time. Plenty of chances remember that NFC Championship game. He has a chance to run in a touchdown.
Yeah, against the Bucks.
Oh my God! And
then LaFleur kicked it.
That's what I knew. That's what I knew.
What are you doing?
That's what I knew. Football was doomed. What are we doing here? You could run this in and go to the fucking Super Bowl. Yeah. And you're sitting there being a jackass, throwing and he's done that shit a bunch of times. Not a football player. Just a guy that snaps the ball or hikes the ball or gets, glorified cheerleader. Retire. I don't care. I mean, I don't watch the game. So, but definitely not top 5. I feel not even close on the top 5. Where would you have him? Top 10,
10-ish. 10-ish.
I don't even think he would be in my top 10.
Top 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Brady, Mahomes.
Yeah. See,
Montana.
There's a bunch to me. I think
you had guys that played in a tougher era. I mean, they would get fucking hit,
Yeah.
and every roll wasn't for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even close to me. Not even fucking
Joe Theismann.
Dude, I'll put fucking okay, he's got talent. There's plenty of people that have talent. Shit. I mean, you could sit there and say, certain players, you could say, well, Penny Hardaway was incredible talent, but is he one of the best basketball players ever? Yeah. He's got athletic talent. I don't know how good I've ever seen him play quarterback, but yeah.
He's got
that
talent.
guy. Actually, that guy is the softest guy I've ever seen play.
That's why I bring him up as an example. He's got plenty of talent.
Yeah, when he pulled himself out this year, I said, "Nah, I'm out on this dude." No, thank you.
I do love Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham I think he's better than Aaron Rodgers. I do. I think he's better. Elway for sure. A lot of people know the argument. I think Elway's the best I've ever seen, but once again, there's different things. Like there's people that win a lot, and then there's because you can't knock Montana or Brady. Their resumes are fucking incredible, but to me, they didn't have you I never was wowed. Oh my fucking God. You know what I mean? Maybe with some comebacks, but specific plays, Elway, Mahomes, Randall Cunningham, you have plays where you're just what the fuck? How's that humanly possible? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh, we're
Toledo,
going. Yeah. The Battle of I-10. Wait, I-10 or I-40?
I get all these fucking Ohio things.
It's Battle of I-10, I think it is, right? I-75. Fuck. I-10 is UTEP, New Mexico State, right? I-75. Battle of I-75. Yeah. Cunningham is not in the pro hoop. Putting Eli Manning in the fucking Hall of Fame is the most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking heard.
Because he beat Brady twice.
But he's just he's basically fucking Kent Graham. You know what I mean?
Big stiff.
That is just, it gives no credibility to the Hall of Fame. I don't care that you won 2 Super Bowls, right? I honestly, it's just, come on. The guy is the definition of an average fucking quarterback. The definition of an average quarterback. That's why it's all fucked up. Football is it's different than basketball because you have just such a Brady. If they didn't have Adam Vinatieri, Brady would have never won he would have won 1 Super Bowl, and everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, he's all right." Yeah. Battle of I-75. There we go.
Yeah, if you didn't have Bill Belichick's fucking defense.
Yeah.
Brady was fucking Alex Smith for the first 10 years of his career until he got Randy Moss.
Yeah. Kirk, I'm with you. Steve Young. I think Steve Young's better than Montana, personally. I think I would rather have Steve Young. Yeah. This rivalry is great, though. This rivalry is a great rivalry, basketball or football. So can we go back to the slide? Toledo's laying 3.5.
Bowling Green pop up here.
I see 2.5 now. Let's drop the point, by the way.
I like Bowling Green, man. National TV game, home dog. They beat them last year on this Friday night game. I like Bowling Green, man. They've lost 2 in a row. They lost 3 out of 4.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, Bowling Green.
Falcons. Let's go. Brady did not win a title with next to no one in his second season. He had a guy named Ty Law, Willie McGinnis, Brian Cox, Teddy Bruschi. Hey, what are you fucking talking about, man? That whole Vinatieri was an amazing kicker too. I mean, their whole goddamn team. They didn't have the offensive explosive ability as some of their other teams, but still,
they won because of their fucking defense. I think that's where we fucking got it. Everybody's got this narrative that fucking Belichick sucks. It's no,
Richard Seymour. Yeah.
His defense won those first 3 Super Bowls and that 13-3 game.
Oh, and the fucking tuck rule. Hello. Yeah. They had no business getting that bullshit.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, and who's the one that fucking played Brady over Bledsoe? I mean, goddamn. I mean,
look, Brady played great. I hate this because you start arguing this and you sound like a fucking maniac because obviously Tom Brady's resume is incredible, but if you go back and watch that season, it was like Tom Brady. That year, to me, he was like Eli Manning that won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like credit to Tom Brady, he played good enough to win a Super Bowl. Some big time. I mean, Bledsoe had a huge moment in the AFC Championship when Brady got injured too. But like, yeah. But still, you can't tell me if you go back and watch that year that was like a great Tom Brady season. He played good. He played serviceable for that.
He's like the 15th best player on that team.
Yeah.
He was an average
now
player.
He becomes an incredible player.
Purdy in 2000.
That's a good comparison. He was Brock. He was not the Brady. That defense was a fucking juggernaut.
Yeah. I love this. We just start answering football. Welcome to the college basketball NFL experience. Milwaukee is in Highland Heights, Kentucky, taking on the Norse. Milwaukee's laying 2.5. I'm going to lay the 2.5.
I am going to lock up the Norse. They have lost 4 in a row. They've had a week off here. Milwaukee just played the other night and got a nice win on the road at Wright State. I think the Norse and Darren Horn get a big win here on a Friday night over Milwaukee with that zone.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Norse. Blue says, why isn't the other dude talking? Well, we're talking about a Super Bowl where Bieniek was like 4 years old.
It's that.
So
he might not even been alive. I don't think he was alive for the first.
I talked about John Elway and Randall Cunningham. He probably knows Randall. I mean, I don't even know. Randall Cunningham was probably retired by the time he was born.
No, how old were you in 2001?
So the Super Bowl in 2001, I was not born yet.
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
Yeah, that's January 2001.
He was NA, not available.
I was born in 2001, but not during that time. So,
yeah. So that answers that question. I'll battle you. Fuck you. Let's go.
Let's go. Give me the North.
I don't think Northern Kentucky's any good. All right.
Good
and I know your track record in the Horizon League. All right.
You're fading my horizon.
I see opportunity. It has nothing to do with the game. I just see when you're on that, I'm like, ooh, let me jump on this.
Thank God there's only one horizon.
Milwaukee with Dundee. Mac with the Norse. All right. Next up, Central Connecticut State is in Syracuse, New York, taking on Lemoyne. Lemoyne is, what is this line move? No, still 6. So they're catching 6 at home. This is tough. I'm going to take Central Connecticut State minus the 6, but no bet here. What are you doing here?
I'll lay with Central Connecticut. I mean, I think they're way better than Lemoyne.
Yeah.
I don't have much more analysis on this. I'll probably end up betting Central Connecticut. There's not that many games.
Yeah, I might bet it too. We'll see. But Chicago State is catching 9.5 on the road at Stonehill. The Chicago State team. I actually think this year Chicago State has been one of the harder teams to cap. I'm going to take Stonehill. I just got to take Stonehill here. Lay the points. No bet. God. Why do I got to put this on a Friday? It's like forcing me. I'm probably going to bet this. I have if you put this on a Saturday, it would be the last game that I would fucking bet. But they cram it in on a 13 game slate. So it's like, we're just forced to bet this.
It's a great game. I will lock up Chicago State. I'm not. This is 10 points with fucking Stonehill. They've already played. They did. Stonehill beat them by 16. I don't think they can do it again.
Stonehill's 6-1 at home. There, you don't walk into the The Mercurt.
Do you remember the last time Chicago State was getting 10 on a fucking Friday night? They won on the money line. What's that money line? Plus 380. Go in there.
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
This is one that I had an edge circled on the cocktail napkin. It's 7. I'll take 10. I'll bet it. If you guys need a push, I'll give it to you.
Let's go Cougs.
No, I'm on Stonehill here. I'll fuck out of here with the
Chicago
State. I feel pretty good about it too, but I'm not betting it yet. Lock for Mac
and myself
and Bieniek on Chicago State plus 9.5.
Ryan Hasty wants to hear the Tecmo music, Colby.
I don't know about this one, man. Another thing is I can't really pick a Chicago State. I was on that one time they covered or won, but I don't know.
Did you
Staying
know
away.
Chicago State is in 4th place in this league?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They're 2-3.
Shout out to Doug Finch. He likes he's asking if there's any value to St. Mary's to win it all.
I don't know about to win it all, but if they're still catching plus money to win the WCC, like I know 3 weeks ago they were 10-1. I grabbed a sprinkle of that, and all of a sudden Gonzaga looks human, and I was kind of all over it during that stretch. So holding on the gold, and I would say if it's still larger than plus 150, that's got a shot.
We should bet Central Connecticut looking back on. I'm betting Central Connecticut. 4 for 4. I'm betting all these games.
I'll join you in Central Connecticut State. I'm staying away from this fucking Chicago State one. All right. Double lock on Central Connecticut State -6 at Lemoyne.
You're only going to bet fucking one NEC game, and I know what game it's going to be.
Well, you're goddamn right. Here come the pain, right? But next up, Villanova is in Marquette. Well, Milwaukee taking on Marquette. Music Maker, can you clip that for me? I would gladly use that especially if as long as I don't get sued. Villanova is at Marquette. Marquette's laying 9.5. I will take Villanova, and I will bet Villanova plus 9.5.
LD Cats. LD Wildcats.
Mac?
Yep. I mean, I know it's not double digits with Shaka, but it virtually is 9.5. Nova got embarrassed on Monday night. This is a foxhole spot. Get upset at home, go on the road, catching a lot of points. Let's go Nova.
Let's go double lock.
Cats. LD Wildcats.
Oh, Lake Erie, Pennsylvania's gonna be rocking. There's a lake show going on, a real lake show. That's why the Lakers should have changed their name when they went to LA. This is the real lake show here. Mercyhurst is laying 1 point at home. They played just a week ago, 6 days ago.
A lot of creativity in this scheduling, guys.
They won by 4. They won by 4 over Wagner. And now you got to go into the Mercyhurst Athletic Center, the hospital 2.0.
This is their first home game in 4. They have had 4 straight road games.
I'll take Mercyhurst -1. Mac?
I agree with you. I think that they're going to bet
this too.
I think they're going to sweep Wagner.
Let's
I like
bet
the
this.
Staples.
Let's bet this.
Even though they fucking
I'm locking up Mercyhurst. You locking it?
Yeah.
Double lock on these Lakers. And now,
this
do
line
you want to get rich?
This line's hilarious.
Because the fucking Long Island Sharks are playing tomorrow, baby. And they're headed down to Loretto, Pennsylvania. Where the fuck is that? No one knows, but they're gonna know after tomorrow when the fucking Sharks are swimming through. Sharks are laying 1.5, over under at 128.5. Good fucking Lord. St. Francis with your bullshit red flash. I pray for you. I pray for you again. My sister Teresa, she's taking the bus down. We're taking a bus. She doesn't have a driver's license. They took that away after that DUI. But let me tell you something. The Sharks, this is insulting. What did this line open up with? What was this opening line you were going to talk about?
St. Francis opened as a 1.5 point favorite. It flipped.
Unfucking believable. The people in Vegas, they still don't know. Now they might know. Now they might know. The Sharks are on a big-time win streak. Peter Lugas is going to be rocking. The cream corn is going to make it around the tables. Bieniek, Mac, never invited. Bieniek, you got to give your play on this game. You can't sit back there behind the fucking boards. This is the spot.
You want my play? It's the Sharks.
Wow. It comes in hot. The fucking Long Island Sharks. Let me tell you about this team, though. If you haven't watched this team, guys, get the NEC app. It's free. And they're a fucking cash cow. They're giving you a ton of money. Ton of fucking money. And you look at this team, and you see a team that's just got true leadership. They got Hart, Brent Davis, player that I love. Jalen Lee, player that I love. Blake Landa. Have you seen this kid play? Forget about it. He's fucking fantastic. All right. How about Lasso? Shadrach Lasso? Fucking guy's incredible. They don't have any of these type of athletes. They don't have any of these fucking athletes. You seen Terrell Strickland, son of Rod Strickland, NBA pedigree. And you're coming into Loretto, Pennsylvania? Let me tell you, folks, if you live close to Loretto, Pennsylvania, you ain't ever seen a show like this. Come in. You're going to catch the fucking Long Island Sharks is better than any of that Circus Soleil bullshit or Blue Man Group shit they got going in Vegas, right? The Sharks are going to come there. They're going to win big. They just played a week ago. They won big by double digits. You can't adjust. Because let me tell you something.
I fucking love it. Terrell Strickland's son.
You know what I'm talking about. Rod Strickland's son, Terrell Strickland. He can fucking play. Jamal Fuller can fucking play. The whole goddamn roster's loaded with studs. And let me tell you something. When you are in the fucking water, you can't, and you see a shark, you're stuck. You're stuck in that slow-ass water. You just got to, they say to punch a fucking shark in the nose. You know that? They say that? If you're going to get hit with a fucking shark, you got to punch it in the fucking face. Right? It's like Mike Tyson's plan. All right? And they don't got that type of character on this fucking St. Francis team. Sharks, money. I'm throwing a big fucking amount of money on these Sharks tomorrow. Lock it up. Bieniek, I'm glad you're with me. Punch the fucking Sharks in the face. No, they don't have the character. They don't have the character. They're like, oh, it's fucking, it's an endangered species. What are you doing here?
How about St. Francis is last place in the league, and they're in a pickle with LIU. St. Francis is going to end the storybook. You don't have the power to cut the cable and cut the power at Loretta. St. Francis, double digits. Blows them out. Let's go.
They're not going to want to cut the power because the show that we're going to sell this fucking bullshit little town, all right?
We're
They're goddamn
after the game. We're shutting you down for corruption.
A bunch of fucking deer hunters.
We're on to your Ponzi scheme, LIU. You fucking guys.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
We got a battle. The Sharks are swimming all in Loretta. Mac on this red flash bullshit. We always thought the Flash was a little. He batted for the other team. We talked about this before. Flash as how many Marvel comic book? What is he? Captain America or what is he? DC or is he Bieniek, what is Flash? Is that a DC comic or is that Mario? I think it's DC,
you are
right?
calling out the wrong guy.
What are you talking about?
I don't know jack shit about all the comics.
Damn it. Is the Flash D? I think he's DC. They used to have battles about this shit. Yeah. I always thought he was a little phony. How many comic books you read in the past year, Mac?
0. I'm gonna read this comic book of fucking San Francis whipping LIU's ass tomorrow, though.
I can't wait for you to be wrong again. Rob Donaldson, what's he was keeping track of your record? I think you're 0-15 betting the Long Island Sharks.
Oh bullshit! They had the post Thanksgiving debacle where they didn't show up for 2 weeks. Ponzi scheme wasn't in business then.
I mean, I can't wait for you to be wrong. This is on the main screen, by the way. Villanova, Marquette, you're on the side. You're on the side.
Michigan, and
Let's
you're gonna go LIU.
Let's go. Kent State is in Athens, Ohio. It's a fun game.
It's a great game.
I'm going to take Ohio. I think we should bet Ohio.
I do. I do too. I know a lot of people think that Kent State's better, but I like Ohio's veterans, man. And they got embarrassed this week. They got drilled at fucking Akron. They lost to fucking Eastern Michigan. I think Bowles rallies the troops here and they get it done against Kent at home.
What you didn't know is Eastern Michigan's actually a really good team. They've just been on the take all year.
Yeah.
Ohio -1.5, double lock, triple lock, Bieniek?
Yeah, I like Ohio in this spot too. Kent State just blew out Toledo by 20. This is the second leg of their back-to-back road games. I feel like they probably, they're not going to say this, but I mean, you're satisfied splitting a road trip of Toledo and Ohio back-to-back. So I like the Bobcats. I think they're more motivated to get this W here. Cocktail Napkins got it -3. So yeah, I'm in on the Bobcats too.
Danny Dumbshit's talking about an injury Ohio has. That's Aiden
Ohio's
Hadaway.
got 2. Yes.
Yeah, he's
Aiden
a game time
Hadaway
decision,
and
right?
Elmore James. Both of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, let's go.
Welcome to the party, pal.
We got a triple lock on these Ohio Bobcats. Let's go.
Pulling up an
Next
article
up.
right now. Hopefully it's not paywall.
yeah, you can get it on the money line at -115, as Jerry's saying. So I just bet the money line with these.
You might
two.
as well, just because these MAC games get a little wild.
Yeah.
So Hadaway is ankle.
Game time decision. Yeah.
No,
Right?
Hadaway had surgery on the ankle, so whether he can return for the season is doubtful. And
Really?
Yeah.
Was that when was that
And
released? Because I see a game time
8 hours
decision over
ago.
here.
8 hours ago.
Huh.
The Athens Post. So, and Clayton was a guy that I didn't even know about. I don't know if he's played much this year. AJ Clayton is scratch that. He's played all of their games up until this point. He has a potential leg injury. And Elmore, he said, so Elmore is going to play against Kent State. Elmore would be back. So they'll still be down 2 starters for this game, but 1 game bump without Clayton. And also, I just think they desperately need this game back at home after losing 2 in a row on the road.
Yeah. St. Joe's is at Dayton. Dayton's laying. I'm seeing this at 5.5 right now. Give me Dayton -5.5. Lock it up. Mac?
Yeah, I apologize. On that top 5 games, Troy put me on the spot and asked, and I originally said St. Joe's at 6.5, but I'm gonna Benedict. I'm gonna lay it with Dayton. I think Dayton's gonna drill them. The more and more I look into this game, I think that they took their early January lumps. They're gonna bounce back. Drill St. Joe's is a fraud.
They did this exact.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Yeah.
St. Joe's a terrible road team, and then Dayton. Yeah, love this spot. I just feel like the style that Dayton plays with is just tough for St. Joe's. Let's go.
They haven't covered at home in like 3 games either. So like it feels like a nice spot Friday night.
Let's go. Next up, we got Michigan. Bieniek. Your boys are heading into West Lafayette. Purdue laying 4.5. Give me Michigan plus 4.5. Let's go. Let's go, Bieniek. Mac?
Yeah, I think Michigan's actually going to win the game. I think that Michigan.
I'm with you.
I think Michigan is better from a roster standpoint than Purdue this year. I know they're off a loss at Mackey and that whole angle, but I think Michigan's desperate too. They haven't played well in like 3 or 4 games either. I think you get a nice Michigan spot here, and this is going to be a 1-possession game. If not, Michigan on the money line.
Yeah, I like that sprinkle. Shout out to Julian Cesario, who had I know you were at that Fullerton game. I saw you tagged us in that tweet. Appreciate you. And we lost that bet as well, brother. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
So yeah, I do think that Michigan's going to be geared up and ready to go for this one. As I still don't know where my coach is in standing, but I do know this: his roots are Hoosiers roots, and this is a rivalry game for him. He's going to want to take down Purdue, and what I do believe is Purdue's also going to be ready to go. I can't remember the last time they lost at home in Mackey. Period, but losing 2 in a row, I think it's going to be really, really hard. So I still have a bet for this game, and I do like Michigan with the points if you want to side from me, but my bet is the over 150.5 for Michigan and Purdue. Cocktail Napkins got this at 154. This number, Michigan has gone over in 9 of their last 10 games. In that 10-game stretch, Michigan has scored at least 80 points in every single game. If you are going to beat Michigan, you need to score 80 plus. And it just doesn't matter whoever they play, they dictate the tempo because they run around with their heads cut off. Turnovers haven't really mattered for this team in their scoring totals. So I like the over 150.5, 7-3. Totals right now. We're on a 3-game losing streak, so we'll see if we can snap that. TCE totals.
Go.
There you go. I'm 1-0 for the season.
Go blue.
Next up, I got another lock, Mac. I think Iowa is going to beat Penn State tomorrow. I will lay the 2.5 with the Hawkeyes. I mean, do they really lose back-to-back home games?
And they've lost 3 in a row, and they're already calling for McCaffrey's and planning his retirement. So get up spot against Penn State, who's not the same team on the road. Iowa rolls by double digits.
Double lock on these Hawkeyes. Next up, St. Bonaventure. I'm seeing 12.5 now. Yeah. Heading to the Siegel Center, catching a big number. Their VCU's 9-0 at home. Give me the Bonnies plus 12.5. You can talk me into a wager here. I didn't come prepared on this game specifically, but I want to bet this game.
You're going to bet the Bonnies. Bonnies have won outright at VCU back-to-back years. They've historically played well here. They just got embarrassed at home. VCU, on the other hand, coming in fat and happy, had a great double road trip. Laying double digits? No. All over the Bonnies. Love the Bonnies tomorrow.
Bieniek?
Yeah, this is a pretty good spot for Bonaventure. They do have a handful of injuries themselves, but they've already beaten VCU outright once this season. And VCU didn't have any issues offensively. St. Bonaventure just outscored them. They still drilled 11 threes in that first game. They live and die by that deep ball. And I think the Bonnies can keep this thing within 12.5. So I'm locking up St. Bonaventure as well. The cocktail napkins only got this at 9.
You guys sold me. Let's go. Triple lock. St. Bonaventure plus 12.5. Shout out to Andrew G. All right. Final game on the slate. UCLA heading to Seattle, where the Bruins are laying 5.5. And I am going to lay it. I will lock up UCLA minus 5.5. They win by 8. Mac?
I will battle you. Give me Washington. They already played once this year. That was way back in early December, and I think Sprinkle didn't know his team at all. I thought they looked pretty good against Oregon the other night. So I think they pop up, and I think they're going to pick off UCLA. I think UCLA is overrated.
We got a battle in Seattle. Dundee on the Bruins. Mac on the Huskies. And that's our slate. Let's get the best bets. The Long Island Sharks, the Long Island Sharks, the Long Island Sharks. That is one of my. Where are we giving away? 3? Let's get 3.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love Dayton. I love Iowa. I'm gonna give away a 4th. I think Dayton, Iowa, Long Island, and I like Bowling Green tomorrow. Mac.
The Bonnies, Iowa, Dayton, and Villanova.
Bonnies over 150.5 in Michigan, Purdue, and Chicago State plus 10.5.
The Chicago State play is bold, my friend.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike, who's got the college slam background. I always appreciate that. But I've been living off the land. No, this is not just a straight camo. This is SGPN shit. So yeah, get on over there. Get yourself a sweatshirt at merch store. SGPN app, free to download in the App Store, Google Play Store. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Yeah, appreciate you tuning in. Give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Check out the SEC college baseball preview we just did. ACC's out as well. Season starts on Valentine's Day. Moneyline Mac pregame show. What time, buddy?
Tomorrow, 6:00. It will not be me tomorrow, though.
There you go. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby Dant. Check out the college football experience. Myself, NC Nick, Patty C just dropped an episode tonight talking about a bunch of the offseason stuff, recapping a little bit of that national championship game. So yeah, check out all of those. Check out the FCS college football experience as well. And yeah, check out the Sports Gambling Podcast and look forward to tomorrow. It's a marathon show tomorrow.
Yeah. 150 fucking games. Let's go.
God, buckle up, folks. All right. Till next time.
Or what are we? What time are we starting that?
I mean, let me start doing the slides right now. But I would say earlier, 11.
11 be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the tip of UCLA Washington, but it's at least after Penn State, Iowa, Bonnies of ECU. So
you can also catch me on the Sports Grid tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern time. So hop on over there. Check us out there. Yeah.
Just in time to give out our Bonnies triple lock.
There we go. Till next time, folks. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7 minutes. 1.
impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks, largely because leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallengeable and stiff. So arrange the pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul.